Welcome to this explainer. Most people treat their birthday as just a great excuse to take a day off. But today we're looking at an absolute masterclass in modern business development. We're going to see how to turn a personal milestone into a highly strategic outreach campaign. We are exploring the 47 Deals of Kindness challenge created by Adriane Mayes. Specifically, we'll be breaking down the mechanics of her brilliantly designed 7 Booth Leaks audit framework for business outreach. This is all about leading with service, documenting the journey, and turning a simple idea into a predictable pipeline.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. First, the outreach challenge. Second, the 7 booth leaks. Third, the mini audit strategy. Fourth, tracking the campaign. And finally, number 5, build your own pipeline.
All right, Section 1, the outreach challenge, turning a birthday into business development.
So, think about this for a second. What if your birthday wasn't just a celebration, but an actual campaign? What if instead of just sitting back waiting for gifts or, posting a cute picture online, you decided to go out and give value first? Well, that is the exact premise behind Adriane Mayes' countdown to her birthday on September 6th, 2026. This isn't just some run-of-the-mill social media post. No, this is documented, proof-building business development.
Now, to pull something like this off, you need a target-rich environment, right? So Adriane anchored her campaign to the Western Roofing Expo 2026, and that event has exactly 209 official exhibitors. I mean, let's be real, most of us look at a number like 209, completely panic, and go grab another coffee. But in this framework, that 209 isn't just a list of names. It is a market. It's this massive opportunity just waiting to be organized into a real system.
So the real trick is how you actually segment that market. Adriane is turning 47, which makes 47 her perfect first target milestone. The idea is to strategically reach out to at least 47 of those 209 exhibitors with the goal of landing ideally maybe 8 to 15 really meaningful conversations or opportunities. It is a numbers game, sure, but it's one driven by a strategic generosity, not spamming people. We aren't going for perfection here. The goal is action, learning, and ultimately conversion.
Moving on to Section 2, the 7 booth leaks, the core engine of the strategy. It's absolutely wild how many companies will drop tens of thousands of dollars on an expo booth only to commit what we call leak number 2. That's using a QR code that just dumps prospects onto a generic, totally unhelpful homepage, basically leaving them to figure it out themselves. An optimized setup, though, that directs the QR code to a clear, actionable next step. And right alongside this is leak number 3, where the websites themselves totally fail to make that next step clear, so confused leads just end up bouncing away.
And that actually brings us to leak number 4. When a booth has a vague offer, it inherently creates weak action from attendees. If people don't know exactly what they're signing up for, they just won't sign up at all. Makes sense, right? On the flip side, specific offers create much better conversations. By spotting this specific leak for an exhibitor, you're literally providing them with high-level marketing consulting completely for free.
But honestly, the real tragedy of any expo happens after the event is over. These are the follow-up leaks. We're talking leads just sitting untouched for days, calendars disconnected so hot prospects can't quickly book a call, meaning those opportunities just freeze over, basic email and text follow-ups completely missing. And maybe the biggest leak of all, absolutely no post-show nurture system built before the event even kicked off. The expo is not the finish line, guys. The follow-up is where the money is truly made, and pointing this out to a prospect is incredibly valuable to them.
Which brings us to Section 3, the mini audit strategy, delivering value first.
So how do we actually deliver this? The mechanism is what we call the mini audit. Basically, it's a short value-first Loom video where you show an exhibitor one clear leak and suggest one quick improvement. It is a highly strategic act of kindness. Now, really notice the emphasis on one clear leak. The goal here is absolutely not to overwhelm the company with some 30-minute teardown of everything wrong with their business. Nobody wants that. The goal is to offer immediate, actionable help that proves your expertise in like 2 minutes.
And the workflow itself is a precise 6-part structure that just keeps the outreach so clean and repeatable. Step 1, introduce the campaign. Step 2, explicitly mention their company and booth number so they know this is highly personalized for them. Step 3, identify just one visible leak from our framework. Step 4, explain exactly why that leak matters to their bottom line. Step 5, suggest a quick, actionable fix. And finally, Step 6, ask permission to share the audit publicly or just to continue the conversation. It's honestly a masterful, low-friction pitch.
Okay, Section 4,
tracking the campaign. Deal or no deal.
Now, an idea is just an idea until you organize it. To manage all of this, Adriane created a seriously robust, interactive Excel dashboard. This tracker organizes her top 47 targets right alongside their booth numbers, the specific leaks she found during her web research, the status of the Loom video, and whether they granted permission to post it. She's got status dropdowns and scoring rubrics built right into it. It totally transforms a massive, overwhelming task into a strict, day-by-day workflow that's actually manageable.
And what I absolutely love about this whole thing is the deal or no deal gamification energy it brings. Every single piece of outreach becomes a case in a much larger story. Some companies are going to say yes, some are definitely going to say no, and a lot of them just won't respond at all. But honestly, that doesn't matter, because the whole point is to just open the cases. Every response, or even the lack of one, is just data that fuels the documented, public story of this campaign. And that entire story culminates on September 6, 2026, with her virtual birthday reveal. This is the moment where all that private prospecting transforms into a public business case study. Adriane is going to reveal exactly how many people she contacted versus how many actually responded. She'll show the number of audits completed, the actual calls booked, and the real deals created. But most importantly, she's going to share what worked and what completely, totally failed. It turns a simple outreach sprint into high-stakes content, deep relationships, and real potential revenue. Let's bring it home with Section 5, Build Your Own Pipeline, creating your opportunity. So now it's time for a call to action for the AI Legacy Builder Circle. The challenge here is to pick your own 47. Now, it might not be 47 Expo exhibitors for you. It could be 47 direct messages, maybe 47 follow-ups with old dead leads, 47 content posts, client check-ins, your own mini audits, or even 47 partnership pitches. The specific number matters way less than making a firm commitment to a value-first system. And that brings us to the really powerful core philosophy driving this entire campaign. You cannot win a deal you never reach for. The deal doesn't happen in your head while you're perfectly planning it all out. The deal happens in the real world, when you actually take action, find the leak, offer the fix, and just make the ask. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought today. Most people sit around and wait for the perfect opportunity to just fall into their lap. They literally wait for the gifts on their birthday. But what opportunity are you willing to actively create before your next milestone? Stop waiting, start auditing, give value first, and go build your legacy. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will see you on the next one.